Namaste, I'm Shivashri and welcome back to your Twin Flame Daily Energy Updates. So it is 31st of May 2020 and what does Twin Flame Energy looks like? The day somewhere deep down looks like a day full of wisdom, a day full of realization, sometimes realizing that you're already in a state of abundance, you're already in a state of wholeness. You are the abundance, you are the wholeness, you are the enriching experience that you are looking forward to unite with. This is some kind of such an epiphany, a moment of realization that will happen in the Divine Feminine on this day, or is already happening with a lot of Divine Feminine at this point of time. When this experience is being met, when this experience is happening for the Divine Feminine, the experience similarly are getting them to a state of complete relaxation, complete peacefulness, complete ability to just breathe in and out mindfully without being self-judgmental in any means. And with this state of relaxation, coming into a contact with the Divine Feminine and the higher heart zone completely coming to a state of relaxation. On rather 7D front, you might be seeing yourself flying higher beyond the realms, or rather on a 14D or 15D aspect, you would be able to see yourself flying really higher and beyond the reality and seeing through yourself through the very many spirits of realities, not also getting intimidated by the parallel reality. At another end, you might just have started getting intimidated by the parallel reality, and it's a phase you're welcoming yourself to in. And when you are doing that, finally, in either ways, your higher heart is touching that part of you where your amygdala is really enlarged with a lot of fear, and your hippocampus is shrinking at this point of time, and any minute experience might be making you feel fear-stricken, which has nothing to do with you in the first place, but you are taking things on a personal level because of the heightened consciousness, and that is absolutely normal. It's fine to be where you are in your journey. Do not be self-judgmental. It's meant to happen. You've not been experiencing this truth all your life. This is so-called the secret whereas this is the ultimate truth, but it's been kept as a secret. So when finally you know this truth of being present with the moment and feeling wholeness in you, all the anxiousness and everything that you've been going forward to since 13th of May till 31st of May, going through a literal turmoil, a phase of ups and downs, and whatever you went through, wherever this hard time was, finally it has brought you to a state where you can just let go of whether communication happens or not. You don't care. Some of you don't even care if that person is your twin flame, and you don't want to hold on to an expectation, a person or anything. You just are too sure about what you truly want. You are finally being mindful, you're present with what you want, and you don't care about the fear anymore about what is supposed to happen for you, but you just care about what's happening for you, and you love where you are. And this is when the feelings, the emotions, and everything that you're going through is burgeoning for you, and you're flowing in that course of emotions, and finally in that course of emotion you are coming to a state of balance. You're coming to a state of absolute wholeness, a complete state of balance, and similarly your divine masculine is also feeling a lot more balanced, and you're like, oh, I can talk to that person, but it doesn't matter, I don't care, it's okay, I can just be me, I'm happy, I'm complete. But there are certain things which are my principles, my values in a relationship, which I am going to maintain. Otherwise, I just don't care. I mean, if I can be friends with my twin flame, okay, I'd rather be friends with my twin flame, but I'll have my decorums and my distancing, because this is the moment. In this moment, I'm in another reality and things have changed, and whatever I know are of the past and I've stopped living there. I can start afresh, I can go forward to it, but if my values and principles don't match, if I'm triggered in any way, I can just walk out of it smartly in name of a friendship. I don't have to deal with something a bit too intense. This is a part of the divine feminine activation which is happening, which is great for a lot of divine feminines, because they were really in that fear of losing the divine masculine or insecurities. And when that is being balanced out for the divine feminine, the divine masculine is like, no, I just don't want just friendship with my divine feminine, and my divine masculine is starting to see the situation from the divine feminine perspectives and looking beyond. And when this is happening with the divine masculines, a lot of them are breaking through a lot of barriers within, breaking through their barriers in the higher heart and seeing things beyond. And when finally the divine masculines are seeing things beyond and coming out of the closet of fear of any kind of energy which is holding them back in literal fear or anxiety, the divine masculines are just jumping out of those blocks. And people pleasing attributes are also coming to an end at this point of time for many divine feminines. And as divine feminines are giving up on that, they no longer are living to do something for others, but just are choosing themselves for the first time. And when they're doing so, the energy radiated, the state of consciousness they are in are vibrating at a different frequency, and naturally they are experiencing a much better life, much better journey, where there is less of self-sabotaging attributes of self-judgment, but now there is self-love. So it's much better this way to not self-sabotage themselves anymore, because they realize that, oh, I'm not to be blamed anyway, I'm not at fault. Like, why was I blaming myself for all this while and just calling myself names? Like, why was I doing so much of self-trash stuff? That was unnecessary. Those were just thoughts, those were present, and now they can just all go. This is me, these are things I want. Whether this guy wants it or not, that's completely up to this guy, and that's where our core values and principles come in. And if that doesn't match, cool, you and I are not fit for each other. It doesn't matter anyway. There are people whose frequencies will match with mine, and I'm ready to call in my tribe. I'm ready to call in people who understand me for being me. I do not have to try too hard to just be in a reality where I'm not being able to help myself, or I'm not being able to help others, or in any way I'm doing things unnecessarily out of fear. I don't need to be in that reality. And I understand simple science, I understand how frequencies work. I'm not gonna put up with a reality where I don't feel me. And the moment Divine Feminine is realizing this, the Divine Feminine can let go of a lot of connections that are there in your reality out of fear. And when you really let go of those realities, a lot of Divine Feminines at this point will be like, okay, it wasn't that difficult to let go of that reality. I'm in a lot more peace. And with this state of realization, with this understanding, the transformation has been going on from 38th to 31st, and we've been going through that for quite a long time now. And finally the Divine Feminine is okay not to talk to the Divine Masculines and okay to move on. And this is somewhere deep down making a lot of Divine Masculines come out of that closet and get over the thinking and be like, okay, I can just change my way of thinking rather than being based on fear. Ultimately what I want is this, so let's just go for it and let's just have a conversation. It is true, it can be that simple, but the Divine Masculine will think of that and will be like, no, I'm not too ready, it's too overwhelming, I just don't know it's what is going on, let's just process through it a little. And with this processing and understanding, the Divine Masculine Feminine Collective is going through a period of resting. Some of you might be hearing from your Divine Masculine, some of you for it might take till next year May. It might be a year-whole process where you're processing through it. And this is the phase of resting in patience and in peace and just keeping your calm and just flowing, because what is going on or whatever you're experiencing, it's all meant to be. You are loved beyond what you can think of. Thank you, and love and light to you. Namaste.